Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's Market Update. Today is Thursday, October 24th, 6:26 a.m. local time. I hope you're having a good day, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Let me start off by giving my disclaimer to protect myself legally. Um, this is not, first of all, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This is to be used for entertainment purposes only for your fantasy paper trading, just like you would a fantasy football league. It's not real. You're not a manager. You don't own these players, but it's all fantasy. All right, guys. So let's take a look at Bitcoin and what we have planned. I used this chart this morning, so I did add a couple of lines, and I'm going to explain what they are, and I'll make them make sense. And I also want to remove a line off of here, but I want to do it on camera so that you understand what we did, what I'm looking for, and what I need to see validated and invalidated. All right, guys. Before I start, just want to let you know that the success I had such great success with my first copy trade room that I went ahead and opened a second one. I am now live. However, this is what it needs to happen. You need to go to my website, and I'm going to post it right here. Right here to get it out of the way. Or you can send me a DM, and I'll get you the link. But you can just go to BC. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. Okay, bctgsignal.com. Let me just click here. Let me grab that. Right there, bctgsignal.com. Or you can just DM me, and I'll send you the link. Either or. You go there, you pay the $25. Even if you're already in my regular Telegram and you want to go to the second room, you still have to go in there and sign up for a second room. Once you do that, send me your email. I verify that you paid, and then I'll give you the instructions for everything else, guys. All right? If you try, I'm going to give you guys a warning one more time. If you try to go to WeX and sign up without me, you will get liquidated. There are certain settings that you need to put on there that I'm going to do a step-by-step video showing you what settings you need to do. If you don't have those settings, you will get liquidated. If you go and say, I'm going to pay the first month and I'm going to cancel after the second month, I tie in your UID with your email address and your account. The moment you are default on your $25 a month, I don't send you a warning. I remove you, and permanently. I don't care what problems you had. Your dog died. I don't care. You don't pay me, you get removed. And as you know, once I turn on the room, I cannot turn it off, and no new people can enter, which is why I'm having to open a second one. I cannot include people in the new one because the settings that I have do not allow for additional people to enter the room. So I was forced to do a second room. There will not be a third room. This is your last and final chance to get into my copy room. And here's the thing. On the first one, everyone signed up on the very last day. I'm not doing that. I'm only doing 10, processing 10, first come, first serve per day. So if you wait to the last minute and you don't get in, even if you paid, that is why. Because you waited to the last minute and there were more than 10 people that day, on the last day, that waited. So you missed your turn. So if you want to procrastinate on it, go ahead. Doesn't mean just because you sign up doesn't mean you get a seat. All right? So you make sure that you do it enough time. I'm only going to allow 400 people. That's it. So if once I reach 400 people, I will turn the room on. I'm anticipating by December 1st to go live. However, if we can get the room filled before then, and if I have time to do a couple additional people per day, we may go live sooner. But you better sign up now and wait, because a lot of people got left out on the first one and they were pissed off. I paid. I don't give a shit if you paid. You shouldn't have waited till the last minute. There was a deadline. We went live 12 hours later. With or without you, I don't care. You guys should know me by now. I don't fuck around. I say something, you better do it, or you don't participate. You're not special to me. So you've been warned. Sign up, send me an email address. And I had a lot of people that are not sure what copy trade means. It means that you sign up to the exchange, I give you the settings, you then follow every move that I make, you're automatically making it. You don't have to do a single thing. I open a trade, your trade automatically opens. When I close it, your trade automatically closes as well. Everything that I do, you don't have to do nothing but sit back and just watch. If you want to, you don't have to watch it. You can just set it and forget it. Come once a week and check your profits and pull your profits out. I'm a big advocate. Always take your profits and run. No compounding, no putting it back in. No, a professional trader pays himself. I am going to teach you how to be a professional. Well, no, I'm not teaching you. Sorry. The wrong choice of words. By example and my success, you will then be able to say, I want to learn this. Hopefully you'll say, I want to learn this. And I'll give you a reference link to my Discord channel where I will teach you this. But at least, bare minimum, you're going to learn to take profits. You take your profits, you pay yourself, you pay your bills, you pay your mortgage, you do whatever you wanted to do when you first entered into crypto. Everybody had a plan. I'm going to enter crypto to make money to do this. Then you get in here and you never want to take profit. You never want to take your money. You keep on putting it off. Oh, no, I'll wait. That's not how you run a business. That's not what traders do. Moon boys do that. Twitter trader twats do that. I don't do that. And I'm going to show you how you should take profit every single day. And I'm going to make a video step by step. Come in once a week, once a day, and take your profits. All right, guys. So let's get on with the analysis. I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame, and I want you to understand what market structure means and how to approach it and how to analyze it and what to expect. All right. First of all, there is no market structure that's going to give you a 100% 100% certainty that something's going to happen. However, these certain market structures that come up from time to time, like double tops, double bottoms, those have a high probability of playing out the same way. So when I look at this here, and I look at this V bottom, less likely we're going to just go from here. V bottoms are notorious for coming back and check it. And this is what causes those W's that I love so much. Just like the end tops that I love so much. This is what brings that price action back down to create that W. Not always, but more often than not. So for right now, I'm going to give you two different scenarios for a pullback. One of them is that we come back in here because look what we've done. We've came up here and we hit that contract that I had on my chart. $83 million 100X contract, gone. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Boom. We have another huge contract, 264 million 100X contract right up here. We're not quite there. So it wouldn't surprise me to go up here, take that contract out, and then start heading back. However, there's several scenarios that we can consider. I think I said two. There's actually more than that. So I'm going to walk him through as slow as possible not to confuse you, because you have to understand, guys, this is a probability, a numbers game, and not everything's going to look the same. So you have to know how to identify certain movements that the market makes. So let's start off by this. Let's start off by this bounce. There's a lot that we can analyze on this bounce. We have done something really important on this bounce. We hit the lower high rule, which implies that this is a high, it's a lower high. This is a high, a low, lower high, and we're looking for that lower low. And I say if that happens, I'm going to consider this as one route, the harmonic pattern. And we'll talk about this in just a moment, but I want to talk about something else. Before we get ahead of ourselves, we also have to be conscientious that this do or die line, that purple line, that's a very strong, strong line. You look left, like I told you, I'm always telling you, look at that strong support. Look at the strong support. Look at the strong resistance. And if you go back 7 months, you're going to see that same thing play out. So we know that on the way down, there's going to be a very tough area to break. Now, if it does break it, does it mean we're going to go down, complete the harmonic? Nope. You're not allowed to think that way. You're not allowed to think that way. What you're going to do now is you're going to say to yourself, okay, well, how do I know that this isn't a low, this isn't a high, and we're going to put a higher low, and then put a higher high and start working our way up and invalidate the lower high, invalidate the lower high rule, invalidate the possible double top, and continue to go. I don't know that. Do you know that for certainty? I sure don't. So if you're like me who doesn't know and relies on the market to prove it to him, because I'm not smart enough to know what the next move is, but I'm smart enough to recognize the possibility of the next move, this is my very next thing that I'm going to do. Now, I am assuming that this is the top for right now. I don't know that. So what I have to do is I have to wait for that to confirm. How do I wait for that to confirm? It needs to start coming down. Because if this goes up and grabs that contract, I then have to click on that. I then have to move this higher to reflect the high off the low to give me an accurate continuation fib count. So, but right now, for the sake of doing the video and for the sake of, not having to wait and not knowing, I'm gonna at least go from here as if this was, and like I said, we'll adjust it. I will adjust it on my chart as needed if it happens later on in the day. Right now, we're gonna go with the data we have. That's all I can do. If we come down in here, let me adjust this line real quick here, guys, because I like the 50 EMA quite often on not only the 4 hour, but the daily. So I want to see, I don't think I've adjusted this one today. So just let me see something really quick, please. Yep, it needs to go up a little bit higher. Okay, and I'll explain to you why I do this. Give me a second. Okay, in my analysis, in my tools, the 50 EMA is part of my tool set, along with the 7 EMA, the 21 EMA, the 100 EMA, the 50 EMA, the 200 EMA, the 300 EMA, and the 200 simple moving average. Those are the EMAs that I use. Certain behaviors on certain crossovers give me certain indicators that I play quite often. So knowing this and knowing how strong the 50 EMA is, it allows me to not get too ahead of myself and start thinking worst case scenario. Because on the way down, I can say, okay, this is going to slow the price action down because it's proven. The 50 EMA on the 4 hour time frame is going to slow it down and act as support. Why? Because it's proven to be support and resistance. And now I have the 382. So my first thought is, if this is the top, this is next. This is next. Now, let me prove to you this scenario here. Look, it's right here. Just a quick sidebar. Remember the 382? Remember the 0.50? Look where we bounced. Look, right there. Exactly on the 382. Exactly yesterday on the 382. And this is, if you haven't listened to yesterday's video or the other videos, please do so. And you'll see how often we talked about this. I told you that this was not going to be easy. Why wasn't it going to be easy? Because we had the top of that 7-month proven channel that was very strong resistance, which means it's going to act as strong support. Then we had the neckline of that M top from back in July that was extremely, extremely difficult to break. So that's going to act as strong support. And then we had the 382 continuation. Look, let me do this. Just because, again, I did this after the fact. This happened after the fact. So let's move it over. Was I accurate? Do I know what I'm talking about? Do you understand why people join me on copy trade? Do you understand why I'm making my members the money that I'm making them? You guys can go see for yourselves. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Go look at my stats. I was at an 82% win rate, 82% accuracy. I lost that because I had to close the copy trade room last week for 1 day. So that hurt my stats. Now I went down to 76 because they factored all that in. Now I'm back at 78. Pretty soon I'll be back at 8. Hopefully I'll be back at 8. I can't say that I am. I'm working towards that. And I don't worry about the stats so much, but it's more to prove to you that I kind of think you kind of see I kind of know what I'm talking about. And look right here. But even with this, I don't get excited. Even with this, I don't say, there we go. We're going to go to the moon. Idiots do that. Moon boys do that. Twitter trader twats do that. People ask me, what is a Twitter trader twat? A TTT, make it much easier. A TTT is a person who comes onto Twitter having no experience. Just because he opens an account, an exchange, he thinks that is a trader. He thinks he's a trader. He's the guy who tells his friends, oh, yeah, I trade crypto. No, you don't, you stupid fuck. You listen to some avatar on Twitter that you've never met that probably has no clue what he's doing. He's telling what you want to hear, and you follow what he says. You buy what he says. And then you lose and continue to lose. That's a Twitter twat trader. All right, just so you know. Now, and I use the word twat because I am old, and that's the kind of word that we used when we were young. All right, you guys have different words now. The guy's a fucking twat. All right, so I don't know. Anyways, a little lesson in history. All right, so okay, look, so we bounced off of here. So let's continue what I was saying here before. So the way it worked here doesn't mean it's going to work here. That's my point. I don't know, but I'm going to analyze the market one step at a time. If we don't bounce off here like we did here, and we got onto 0.50, okay, perfect. It's still within the continuation rule. If this has a clean candle open and close below here, clean candle, no relation to the past this line, then this gets invalidated. And then I'm still not going to think lower. I'm still not going to think that we're going to go drop that much lower, because now you go and put in the continuation rule. And if you've been following me for any given time, what is a continuation rule? Means that we're still putting in a higher low, but it's a weaker higher low. It's one that's going to consolidate a little bit longer than a continuation rule would have done. Continuation rule, what happens? I talk about this all the time. A continuation rule is exactly that. It's a spring effect. Look, spring effect. Every single time that we have come down to a continuation rule, it's always been a wick. It's always been a spring. I kind of know what I'm talking about, guys. I do these. This is the same rule set that applies to any time frame, any asset. And the reason I know it was going to do this, that it does this reaction, because I'm a cheater. And what do cheaters do? They look left for the answers. They allow the market to show them the behavior. So when it happens again, they look like geniuses. You're looking at me, go, oh man, BC is awesome. He's on fire. Fuck yeah, that's it. I know exactly what it's gonna do. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I was like, shit, there it is. It happened again, because I got the answers and I knew where to look for the answers. That's all it was. I'm not that smart. All right, so we come down in here, we consolidate, and we wait. Can we then now climb up back above it and start our journey back up? Could this create our W that I would love to see? It could. I don't know that. And then if we have a clean candle close below here, like we did on here, that it caused this to invalidate, then we have this to contend with. This is once again, a very, very strong area to break. Just look at the reaction here. The bulls stepped up here. The bulls did not want the price to go below here, and they proved it. So if the bulls allow the price to get back in here and close below that and create another lower low, then you are bounded by the rules that you now have to think, okay, a harmonic pattern may be what we're going for. So I'm going to go ahead and just adjust this here. A harmonic pattern may be what we're going for. And if that is the case, it is what it is. We'll take the opportunity to the downside to make money. But one indicator, one line is not going to determine the entire fate of the market. You have to have confirmation. You have to have confluence. Can you find other reasons for the market to go there that will back up your thesis, that would add merit, that would add validation to your reasoning that it's going to go lower? So let's see if we can find some of those. First thing I'm going to look at is I would like to see what EMAs have we crossed in the end of there that maybe we never back tested. Okay? Well, the 50 EMA on the daily time frame, go to the daily, is right there on that line. Now, once again, guys, I do this very often. At first, you must think, oh, that's just a coincidence. That's just a coincidence. But after the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 37th fucking time, you'd think you'd be like, okay, maybe there is something to this. that how does it line up so perfectly every single time? Is he rehearsing this? Well, how can I rehearse a price action that hasn't even happened yet, that I don't even know? You just saw me move this to, because it was lower earlier, so I had to adjust it for the new price. And if it goes higher, I'm gonna have to adjust it as well. But look, I can't make this shit up. So now, does that mean it has to go there? No, it doesn't have to do anything. Remember, we are building a case within reason for a probability factor. That's it. It can go all the way down to $15,000 for all I know. I don't know. It can go all the way from here to 80,000. I don't know. But I need to have a plan that's going to help me shift my validation and my invalidation so I can get in front of that move. I may not catch the Pico bottom. I may not catch the Pico top. I don't care. I want the middle. I want the stuff that happens in the middle. The stuff that I call out like this. I want this stuff. This is where I shine. You think I shine at the top? No. I tell you guys, go follow that Twitter trader that tells you he catches all the bottoms and sells all the top. You need him to do that. I'm not that smart. But you know where I shine? Right here in the middle. I showed you yesterday. Boom, it hit here perfect. Boom, it backtested perfect. Boom, it came down perfect. Boom, it backtested perfect. Do you see? Now, did it complete? Did it go to the next one? No, I hadn't yet. But why? Because the market doesn't give a shit what I think or what I want or what I draw, my squiggly little lines or what I say on Twitter. It don't care. But can you honestly look at this from last week and say that I don't know what I'm talking about? I don't know how to catch the middle? And this is all I care about. You guys can get all the glory. All the top sellers and bottom catchers, take the glory. That's okay. I'm fine right here where I'm comfortable. I have an area where I'm comfortable. And this is where I shine. This is where I'm comfortable. Because this scares me and the bottom scares me. I don't want to rely on that. I want confirmation, and confirmation comes in here. In here. It's safety in numbers, basically what it is. Safety in numbers. And this is my safety zone. All right, so now we have confluence that if we do come in here, but BC, maybe we back tested when on the, how do you know? Well, let's go look. Don't take my word for it. Fact check me. I don't know what I'm talking about. When we left the 50 EMA on the daily time frame, there was no back test. Unlike here, look at that, and we came back the next day and we back tested. Do you see the difference? No back test. Look at that, back test. Oh, that's just a coincidence, BC. All right, when we lose it, do we go back and touch that line? Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. When we lost it, did we go back and touch it? Yep. Yes, we did. Okay. Maybe that's an incredible coincidence, BC. Show me another one. All right. We broke above it here. What did we do? Came back and back tested. Oh, BC, that's just another crazy coincidence. Show me another one. Resistance, 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 resistance. Break through it. Come back down. We back tested it. The difference here is that the back test said, nope, we're not going to hold it this time. And they dropped it. But it was back tested. You can do this again and again. Like there's a white line. We broke through it. What happened? We back tested. How come when I show it to you guys get it? And if you guys get it, why are you struggling with your trades? You know why? Because there's a lot more than just this. That's why. That's why this. But see the simplicity of it? See how I don't complicate it? I stay in my lane. I'm not this super smart genius. No, I know what I learned what I know, and I know it well. And I stick to what works, and I practice and practice and do it 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 to make me better and better and better and better. The same exact. Imagine having a trade where you do something for a living. When you first start, all right, you may struggle, you may learn, but after 5, 6, 7, 10 years, you think you're going to be good at it? Of course. The same exact motions every single time. It's going to be muscle memory. Muscle memory. But it takes more than this. There's a lot more stuff. There's divergences, there's volume profiles, there is MACDs, RSIs, CMFs, OBV, and all that you put it together. All that you put that together to try to help increase the probability, not the guarantee, but just the probability, so that you can win at least 6 out of 10 times. And I can honestly say my strike rate is 7 and 8 out of 10 times. And that you can't take my word for it. Again, never take my word for it. You don't know me. Do not trust me. Go look at my copy trade. That's out for the open. That's for the public. Nobody can hide. I can't fudge that. So when somebody says, "Oh, I got a 70, 80% strike rate," oh, show me where. The guys on Twitter, all the people who catch the bottom and top, nobody holds them accountable. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Show me your position history. Show me that. And that's what everyone gets to see who follows me. My position history is mirrored to their account. I can't fudge the numbers. I can't hide behind an avatar, behind a voice on the internet. You're out in the open to everybody to see whether you are real or whether you are a phony who's telling people what they want to hear, like 99% of the Twitter twat traders out there. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at this. It's real easy today. It's not that much. I mean, we have a couple of things, you know, that you're going to have. I'm going to give you a little, well, for lack of a better word, an assignment. All right? Let's look out for this. Let's look out. Is this the lower high rule that's going to play out? I don't know. Could it go higher? Absolutely. As long as it doesn't close above here, this is valid. So we can go up higher, knock out this contract. We can go all the way up to 786. We can go all the way up here, and it still doesn't invalidate it. Do you know why? Because on the daily time frame, remember this is a lower high on the daily time frame. If by today in I don't know 5 hours, whatever, it ends at 5 p.m. my time, but by 5 p.m. my time, that candle body better be here or lower, and this is still valid. Okay, so we're going to look to see if we validate this today at 5 o'clock. Does it validate? And if it already starts to move down, how long is it going to take us to break this and this? How about that? Make it real simple. Keep it simple. Right here. These two. Let's see what happens. And we're not allowed to do this. This was just an example. Remember, we're not allowed. Our rule said, nope, you're not allowed to use that until you invalidate this. So let's see today or tomorrow or this week, because there's no time frame. The market's going to do the market's going to do what it wants to do when it wants to do it. Do we get another one of these here? We'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow I will come back on, give you guys another market update. And once again, if you don't have the time to learn this, but you want to make income, passive income, where you don't have to do nothing, copy trade is the perfect avenue for that, because you get to leave your portfolio not in my hands, because you don't transfer me any money. It's on your control. All you're doing is just mirroring what I do. So if you feel like I have an idea of what I may be talking about, come give me a try. And if you want confirmation, go check it out. Go look at my numbers. #1 copy trader. I lost it for 1 day. I lost it for 2 days because I had to close it down, and it took me 2 days to get right back up there. 2 days, back at 78%, close to 80%. I'll be at 80% hopefully by the end of the week. And look at the P&Ls, $180,000. I mean, it's like you can't hide from that. So go check it out for yourself. But I'm warning you, if you click the join button and you join it, don't come crying to me, because I am going to refer you to this video, and then I'm going to post whatever DM you send me that you got liquidated. I'm going to post it for everyone as an example. Here's the TTT that I talk about. The Twitter twat traders that want everything the easy way, the shortcut right here. Well, look, remember the every morning brief for every market update that I told you guys what not to do? Look, this moron did it. And look, here's him crying to me that he got liquidated. I would love one volunteer for that. So if I can get one volunteer, let me know, please, so I can use you as an example. Again, just to increase the confidence to you guys listening that I know what I'm talking about. I can already anticipate what people do. People don't change. Stupid people will always be stupid, and I can always count on that. That's a certainty that I can count on. All right, guys. Everyone have a really good day. See you tomorrow.